22-year-old Jasmine Brayboy leaves behind a family searching for answers. She's the woman who died inside a car found at this canal in Pompano on Wednesday. She'd been shot. She was in the car with her 2-year-old godson. He was unharmed.
She was like a collection of evidence that led them to identify that the adult victims in this case, teen boyfriend, is the person they say pulled the trigger. Investigators say 17-year-old Jacoby Jacint lied about where he was when his girlfriend was shot. Now he's facing charges for killing her. It was a stunning discovery. A white Chevrolet Camaro plunges into a Pompano Beach canal early Wednesday morning. Inside, a 5-month-old, saved by a Good Samaritan, deputies say, the baby girl unharmed.
Hello everyone, it's your sister Roland, and all I need is a few minutes to talk about this tragedy that happened. It actually happened between February 16th or 17th, but of course it started coming out on the 17th because it happened in the early mornings between those days when this young lady lost her life, and she was not sure exactly where she was coming, but she was in the car with a 5-month-old. I'm not sure what the 5-month-old was. Some news stations say it was a girl. Some news stations say it was a boy. But it was a 5-month-old in the car with her. When this happened, she got shot and, of course, probably lost control and went into canal. Thank goodness there was a Good Samaritan. I think the guy said he was going to the store, or he was coming from the store. And then he saw when the car went into the body of water, and he was able to pull her out and pull the baby out. Unfortunately, she did not make it, but the baby was unharmed, thank goodness. But in situations like this, I always try to teach a lesson. Unfortunately, she is unable to learn from this lesson because sometimes we don't know Sometimes we know what red flags to look for in relationships. Sometimes we do. But when situations like this happen, if there is information about the person's relationship that comes out, we should write those things down as red flags to look for in relationships. And many times people, I guess, go into relationships, say, I'm going to go with an older man, or I'm going to go with a younger man in her case, or I'm going to go with somebody in my age range. But it's not really, hey, let me go with this age, let me go with this gender, let me go with this nationality. But we have to know how to vet people. It doesn't matter who they are, how old they are. We have to vet everyone that comes in our life, because as I always say, everyone who comes in your life has an agenda. What our goal is to figure out what that agenda is, and if it's beneficial to us. And for whatever reason, she chose to go with this young man. And even in one of the pictures, because she is 22, the picture on the left with the braids, well, both of them had braids, but the picture on my left, she does look like a younger girl. She could pass for a 17, maybe 16-year-old. But of course, on the picture on the right, she does look like somebody in her 20s. So could have passed for somebody his age. But this is such an unfortunate situation. And no matter, like I say again, we have to learn how to vet people. We have to know how to test people to see what they really want from us. You know, you want to be in a relationship with me? Let me see I need to know your true intentions. And I always say, your intuition will never lead you wrong, especially as us women. Sometimes we talk ourselves out of our intuition. Sometimes even our families, they may have a feeling about the person, and they may voice that feeling to us. Sometimes we are so in love or whatever, or we're so, we want to try something new and we don't listen. But sometimes our intuition will always let us know. We may choose to ignore it, but our intuition always tell us something. It may not be the exact thing, but it'll always put a question in your mind. It'll always give you a feeling, something is not right. And something was not right with this young man, because he decided to take her life. And now he's going to pay for the rest of his life, because not only he has to pay for, exactly what he did to her, but he also endangered this baby's life. If that good Samaritan was not out, and this happened in the early mornings, I'm telling you, this was early morning hours. So around 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And then for this guy to even go in that body of water to go and take this baby out, that was God. That was God. Because I remember a few years back, it was these young ladies that had stolen the car, and then they lost control and they went into a body of water. Unfortunately, it was too dark, and the police was unable to go in the water, and they lost their lives. But this man, he just jumped in and went into action. But ladies, we have to know how to vet people that come in our lives. We must, because when we don't know how to vet people, this is what happens. Sometimes we end up losing our lives. We end up losing money. We end up losing homes. We end up losing friendship. We end up losing family, because we are unable to see clearly. And just in case you don't want to listen to me, but let Mr. Tony Gaskins tell you something.
Yes, love conquers all. But what y'all have to realize is these men don't love y'all. These men don't love y'all. Y'all falling for these men before these men fall for y'all.
So you heard from Mr. Tony Gaskins. We fall in love too quick, especially us women. We got to stop falling in love with these men without vetting them. I don't care how old they are. And unfortunately, this young lady is in here, and you could tell from the different interviews that the family did, and how everybody was sitting around the lake or pond, whatever they call that body of water. You can tell this girl was really loved, and she will be missed. She will definitely be missed. So this young man took somebody that was, that people love. Some people, they may not be here anymore. A few people may miss them here and there. But this young lady, she looked like she left a great impact on the different lives that she came in contact with. Well, except for this guy. I don't know what happened there, but thank goodness it didn't take long, and then it did not take long for them to arrest this young man, because I think the news broke out in 17th, and I think by the 19th they had him in custody already. So maybe the family told the police to check him or whatever it may be, and they were able to make an arrest, and he will eventually pay for what he did to this young lady. But we have to learn from these situations. That's why I bring it up. It's not to bash her because why she's with this young man and stuff like that. We all looking for love, and sometimes we are not taught, when we do find something that seems to be love, how to test that to see if it's truly love. So I could have been in that situation. You could have been in that situation. Because we all are looking for love. We all are looking for happy. We just want to be happy. And if something seems that it look like it's gonna bring happiness to us, we go in there, with our eyes closed, not with our eyes wide open. But my condolences to her family, and let's learn from these situations. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.